I look like a mess, but ouch. I just got back from Ozone and I'm trying to put this in quick because I still haven't even told you guys what we're doing yet. Long story short, I'm going with Kyle to Ohio to a wedding. Okay, I think I told you guys, if this bothers you, skip ahead. A little bit hard to get Ozone because the vein that we did, we have to push to try to get it to flow up. There's a blood return when they put saline in, and you can see it, it just does not want to keep giving, it wants to stop. Well, I said, well, you could try this side today. So she tried that, she got it right away, and then she couldn't get any more. So we had to take that out. Then we went to this one, and that's one we used. Well, basically for an hour and 10 minutes, we kept trying. I mean, we got a good amount of blood out and tried to start the first pass even a little early before the blood got all the way in because she didn't want it sitting there, and we could just not get it to work. So she had to start all over, just throw that one away. But it only took like an hour to do the 3 passes because that one actually flowed. I was not going to go with Kyle to this wedding. I really wanted to because Kyle went to college with him and they're really good friends. He's actually the best man. So that is why I did all of this baking. I haven't baked in literally months, but our hotel room has a little mini fridge. So I wanted to make a few things to have. So I'm gonna bring a bunch of vegetables and stuff like that, and a few like turkey and things. So I just needed things that were cold that I could eat. I'm gonna try to, I think, pack really quick before Ozone hits too hard. But I knew since Kyle was in this wedding, you know, whew, okay, this is why I need to just stop. I'll just sit. I was not planning on vlogging looking like this. Oil in it and wore a hat because I knew I was going to take my bath and shower. But anyway, we got that worked out kind of last minute that I can come to, so I'm happy that I can go support our friends as well too. So very much in this place where I'm, especially during summer, that, you know, I try to enjoy life, I try to push myself a little more, but I also am in this place of trying to have very restorative rest and not overdo it. But I am feeling like I really like Ozone so far. Last week I was so nauseous all week. I've been still walking. I haven't been walking quite as far. It's definitely doing something because I never quite felt like that during my other. And it's usually just the first night that I feel like sick. Last week I was nauseous longer. So that's why we decided to just do 3 passes this week. Probably got like 3.5 just because of that first one. Just heads up of what's happening. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, back again in the kitchen. About an hour before we are leaving. I am running a little slow this morning. Ozone's felt absolutely fine though. I have had potatoes. I took a bath. I put on some eyelashes for the first time in a long time. And as you can tell, my hair's drying. I haven't brushed it out yet. And then I'm almost unpacking. My brother and sister-in-law are meeting us here. And I have food I'm gonna take. I'm gonna make a smoothie to take, make popcorn. I'm gonna put it in a Ziploc bag that I can eat tonight if I'm hungry. If not, I'll just save it and eat it Sunday for that carb day. I'm gonna get dressed before we go, just wear something comfy, and then we'll be headed to the hotel. So I have the popcorn made, my mom made tortillas and granola. Avocado pudding, so put those in 2 containers as well to take. Okay, got my toiletries all packed, put everything else in the car. Unfortunately, I just got extremely nauseated, so I'm praying I'm not this nauseous for the whole car ride. We made it to our hotel room. They just dropped me off, and they're at the rehearsal dinner, which I opted to skip out on just so I can rest and be there for the wedding tomorrow. Cute room, fun. We're actually next to the groom. He'll be in that room, so that's fun for them. I really like the hotel, and I knew this was new, which doesn't always matter, and I knew that it didn't have carpet, which I liked, and the system doesn't look gross or like moldy from just like right here, which is a plus. Kyle's brother and our sister-in-law are in this room with us, so it's really nice. First thing I'm gonna do is the EC3 spray. Food. I also need to do my dress. We have carrots, the muffins I made, there's of cookies, avocado pudding. This is what I'm actually going to eat for dinner, which will be really helpful. So when you're like me, you have to bring your own stuff very grateful that there's this. When Kyle knew he was going to be in this wedding, I didn't want him to be disrupted at all from the wedding. And I knew, like, you know, when it was wedding time or whatever, he'd go early, cancel dinner and all that. I also didn't know if, like, all the guys were staying together. I also brought these for shoes so I could take off shoes but not walk bare feet. If, you know, how that looked. And then when he told me that they were gonna share a hotel room, my sister-in-law was able to come too. It's like, I could just be in the hotel room while you guys do everything and then just be able to be at the wedding. 2 hours is definitely like driving perfection / limit for me. That's like, I was able to not be too uncomfortable. I was very nauseated the first 45 minutes, but I was nauseous 30 minutes before we left. I've said this before, I'm trying to just balance living, but also healing and thriving as much as I can and doing what I can to live versus being miserable 24/7. So I'm not too bruised up from ozone, a little bit, but not too bad. Be gone at least a few hours. So let's rest from that trip a little bit. It's 8:48. I have been so tired. I've just been laying here listening to a book, listening to a podcast, not even hungry, but I knew I was feeling more fatigued, so I was like, I should eat a little bit. Well, like half of the wrap, those peanut butter cookies that I had made. Just enjoying this quiet right now. I am taking these next couple of days off herbs, which feels so funny. This will be the longest I've gone without herbs in a long time. It's gonna take breaks sometimes, but gonna keep resting until I hang out with everyone this evening. Okay, hi, just a quick check-in. Just got ready for the wedding and I've been hanging out with my sister-in-law all day. So now our in-laws are on our way and they're gonna pick us up to go. Okay, it is 8 o'clock and I just got dropped off after the wedding. I'll pop some pictures on the screen. It worked out really well that my in-laws were leaving to drive home, so they weren't gonna stay very long. Maybe quite a few hours before the rest of the family comes back. They just started like the fun dances and everything. So I have not really been hungry all weekend, but I did grab a cup in case I wanted to make an electrolyte drink. But I'm just gonna get into comfortable clothes now. Weddings can be, I love weddings. If you have an illness and any event can be really hard that you push yourself and you know, you can seem normal to everyone around you and they don't know your situation and everything like that. You can, you know, if they don't look too close to my eyes twitching or things like that, you know, they wouldn't know. But it's also just hard. It's just, you're tired, you're exhausted. Like I look in the mirror and I'm like washing my hands and I feel like I can't even like really see straight. So you just have to do a lot to push through. But I'm so grateful I came to see our family for a little bit as well, because I don't get to see them very often. It was nice to be able to be in here. I was only gone from 3:30 to 8, which is more than enough for me. Get these contacts out. Okay, makeup is off, skincare is going. So it is almost 9. I just got off the phone with one of my cousins. She lives really close to here. I was like, I would be kicking myself if I didn't just ask how close they were. We don't get to see each other very often. Okay, light, that was weird. She's gonna come and she's only like 15 minutes away because she's actually on her way home from something. So it works out perfectly in the lobby. So I'm really excited. Glad it worked out. Bill said that the wedding's starting to slow down a little bit, so maybe they'll be back a little sooner too. Good morning, happy Sunday. I look as bad as I feel and I feel a lot worse than I look. All the pain, that's okay. They just went down to get breakfast and I'm packing up. I don't know if I've ever showed you guys the toothpaste that I've been using. I'm using this Just toothpaste. There we go. It has a much higher hydroxyapatite. So I decided to try this out this time before my next dentist, because it's supposed to be even better at preventing cavities than the smaller hydroxyapatite level in the other ones that I was using, which is Risewell. And I also read the glycerin just makes it like slide right off. And I've been doing it for I think 2 months now, and so far I'm a fan. So I just hope it's making my teeth nice and strong. Anyway, so last night I told you my cousin lived close and I thought they might be. And I also didn't know what time I was gonna get back to the hotel. I thought it'd probably be closer to 9:30 and it was 8. And it's like, I just gotta ask her. And you know, I'm on adrenaline, I'm exhausted, but I'm like, I'm just gonna see. Visited in the lobby for a long time. I kept being like, okay, I should go to bed, and she's like, yeah, I should leave, and then they came back, and then they visited too. It was like midnight, and I'm like, I gotta go upstairs. I was just feeling all the pain already. You know, the hardest part isn't over after going on a trip and being up and stuff. So absolutely loved that I got to see her. We will head home. So as always, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed this little travel vlog. If you'd like to donate to my GoFundMe, you can check that out down below or share it for Ozone. And appreciate prayers for healing. If you would ever like prayer, please let me know. Would love to pray for you. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.